So far in 2023, we've been really spoiled with an avalanche of new fragrance releases, and in today's episode, I'm taking a look at yet another one which only just came out a couple of weeks ago. This time, it's a limited edition one from the Boss Bottled lineup, and this one goes by the name of Boss Bottled Pacific. And I know what you're thinking, oh no, not another generic, boring, aquatic scent with the same old scent profile. But please bear with me on this one because this one does have a little bit of character. And I was really surprised when I smelled this for the first time in the shop the other day. So to find out all about it, stay tuned to this episode of Mags Frags. Yes, hello again and welcome to this latest episode of Mags Frags, where it's the fragrance that's the star of the show. My name's Paul, and today's scent of the day is Boss Bottled Pacific, which is for some reason marketed as a woody aromatic fragrance, which I can't for the life of me see how it could be classed as that, but hey ho. It's an Eau de Toilette concentration, and it comes in two sizes, a 50ml bottle size like this one priced at £56, and a bigger 100ml bottle size at £72. But I'm sure you'll be able to pick it up for much less than that when it hits the discounters in a few weeks' time. I've got to be honest, I haven't been a huge fan of the Boss Bottled range in the past, and I wasn't really interested in picking this particular one up whatsoever, but I happened to be in a department store and it was on display, so I thought I'd just give myself a little spray of it, not expecting much from it at all. And I have to say that I was really pleasantly surprised by it, and it smelled really nice right from the opening spray, and it also reminded me a little bit of one of my favourite summer scents, which I'll get into a little bit later on, and it was kind of that reminder that made me purchase this 50ml bottle size of it. Okay, so into the presentation, and the box looks really nice in this kind of silver and metallic electric blue colourway. On the front is the usual silhouette of the bottle shape, which contains the name of the fragrance, the name of the house, and also the size and the concentration. At the top, you'll find a Hugo Boss logo, and on the back is a full list of fragrance notes, which I find really helpful, and it's much better than to having to trust like third-party websites to provide the note breakdown information. Then finally down at the bottom, you've got your barcode and also your batch code, and your batch code on this one is 3055. The bottle comes in the familiar Boss Bottled bell shape, but this one has a really attractive transparent blue glass with silver accents. Again, we've got the Boss logo that's embossed into the front of the glass, and then we've also got another logo which is stamped into the top of the cap. I don't know if you can see that there. You get a chrome atomizer, which I think delivers a really nice big blast of juice, and overall I'd say this looks and feels really nice, and I really enjoy this electric blue colourway. It's a bit of a treat to the eyes. Okay, so into the note breakdown, and the top notes in this one are lemon essence and salt accord. In the heart, we've got coconut and cypress, and the base notes in this are sandalwood and cashmeran. Okay, so from the initial spray of this one, you will get a very short, sharp blast of the lemon essence, and also a fresh, salty marine accord up top. But this is very short-lived, and within like 20 seconds, you will be met with a very prominent note of coconut, and also some sweetness from the sandalwood, and also the cashmeran in the base. And it starts out really juicy and playful, with a really summery, tropical vibe to it. It did remind me a little bit of Le Beau by Jean-Paul Gaultier when I first sprayed it, simply because of that kind of tropical coconut vibe, but it's only a fleeting resemblance for the first 5 or 10 minutes or so, and then they both head off in way different directions. This is more salty and slightly more aquatic smelling from the initial spray, and as it dries down it develops into a smooth musky fragrance, but it is that coconut that remains the constant and the more dominant note throughout the life of the scent. I didn't really get a great deal of the cypress note coming through at first, but it's definitely more prominent in the dry down. And when I smell the Le Beau on this hand and then switch to this one on this hand and smell it, it's really prominent, and this one is a fair bit more fresh and green and crisp. The dry down of this to my nose is very comparable to this one actually, the Moncler PARFUM, once the sandalwood makes itself known and it blends with the cypress, and it just becomes a really calm and easy breezy type aroma once you get about an hour into the life of it. It's a really great smelling scent, and it's fantastic for the summertime. And I would say on the whole, it's slightly more sweet than it is fresh, but you could easily wear it on a hot sunny day without it becoming too sickly. The fresh aquatic opening lasts for about 20 minutes, which is a bit disappointing because I do particularly enjoy this part of the fragrance the most, but it slowly transforms into more of a musky, salty scent, with like a hint of fresh cypress and a dusty suede-like texture. It's without doubt my favourite smelling Boss bottle scent, which will be slightly controversial because they do a couple of popular oud fragrances, but I'm not personally a huge fan of those. This has actually got its own unique character, especially for a summer scent, but I do have a little problem with it, which I'll let you know in my final thoughts. But on the whole, this is a really solid summer scent that I think most people are going to enjoy. Yeah, this is definitely a spring and summer fragrance, and I think I'd probably be more likely to wear it casually during the day rather than for a night out. However, it is very versatile, so I could see it working well on like a warm summer's evening once it reaches its musky dry down stage. It's a quite playful and youthful scent, so it's probably going to be better suited to younger folks in maybe their late teens through to maybe their early 30s, and I also think it's perfect for men and women to wear as like a dumb reach spray and go fragrance in the spring and summertime. In terms of its performance, I would say it's okay. I wouldn't say that I'm blown away by it, and I also wouldn't say that I'm disappointed with it either. You will get about 4 or 5 hours where people might be able to smell it on you from like a fairly close range, but I won't say that it's going to be a big projector that's going to bring in loads of compliments. It's just one that you'll just keep getting nice little odd wafts of throughout the day, and it'll just keep you smelling clean and fresh without kind of annoying the people around you. But yeah, it's no more than like a moderate performance, and you'd be lucky to get more than 5 or 6 hours out of it in total. Yeah, so in summary, I think this has been one of my biggest surprises of the year so far. Not because it's the best smelling fragrance that I've ever come across, but more the fact that I was just expecting very little from it, and it just delivered in a big way. It's a very pleasant smelling fragrance, but like I mentioned earlier, I do have a bit of a problem because I also own these two tropical coconut scented beasts, which I think smell even better than the Pacific. These retain their bright, juicy freshness for way longer, and this Le Beau Le Parfum flanker outperforms the Pacific in projection and longevity by miles. So 9 times out of 10, I'm probably going to reach for one of these two before I reach for the Pacific one. And I will still wear that one if I fancy like a little change. But if you like the idea of rocking a tropical coconut scent for this summertime, then I would still probably recommend the Le Beau Le Parfum. But honestly, I would say that this one is still a really good solid pickup if you can pick it up at the right price. Okay, so once again, that's about it for this latest episode. But don't forget, I'll be back very soon with even more brand new releases to talk about, as well as continuing my little project and my mission to bring you plenty more inexpensive fragrances that smell like expensive niche ones. And as always, if you've got any value from this video and you found it useful in any way, then please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and to also subscribe to the channel. It's also great to hear your opinions, your thoughts, your critiques on all of the fragrances that feature in these videos, so don't forget to keep your comments coming down in the comments section. So once again, thank you very much for tuning into today's episode. Stay safe, keep smelling fresh, and I'll see you very soon for another one. Bye bye for now.